Good hello. Of course, it's me, the real LED, and this is still from the Cape Flats podcast. As you can see, I hope you can see the little animals there running behind me. We are not on the Cape Flats. So today, you'll just be seeing myself and a few other friends that I've actually traveled with. So I'm outside of Cape Town, quick trip outside of the Cape Flats. So this episode is episode 5. Welcome back. If you are tuned in, we are out in Gauteng. We are in PTA. So you see the camera a bit skew because it's not the whole team with me, but we are out here, of course, in nature. One of the things I love outside of the Cape Flats, we took a journey 200 k's outside of the Cape Flats, so we are still in South Africa. But this episode, like I was alluding to, is called Capital to Capital. So, still from the Cape Flats, but just we are outside, of course, of Cape Town. As you can see, I'm standing on like one of these bridges. So, in the next part of this episode, I will be sitting on the bridge and we'll continue the conversation. But as you can see, behind me, you see some wildlife, some animals. We are at the Silver Lakes Farm in Hotel, all the way in Pretoria, that's in Gauteng. And yes, this is the Real LED. Welcome back if you're joining us for the first time to episode 5 of From the Cape Flats podcast. I'll have a guest today, definitely, a good friend of mine. Just a quick reflection on the previous episode. We had Meredith Gray, aka Dr. Chanel, joining us, talking about, of course, being in the healthcare space, being a doctor, having a private practice, and of course, running it as a business as well. And my takeaways were very importantly, she mentioned that taking care of herself also takes work, and making sure that she is taken care of before she takes care of her patients. So get some fresh air, get some exercise, get the blood flowing. Yeah, so just that merge of business and being a doctor. The conversation was really good. And remember to take care of yourself and your health. Um, so yes, join me to continue this episode, very different episode with me on the road, all the way in Gauteng, Pretoria. Um, yeah, one thing that I love about Pretoria that's very different from Cape Town. Feels like I'm outside of South Africa actually. But maybe because I haven't traveled a lot of Africa, but it doesn't feel like I'm in South Africa yet. When I'm in Pretoria, even Johannesburg, because I lived there for a while. Um, yes, Gauteng feels like a different country on its own. But yeah, it's still part of South Africa, part of our region. We're not going to get into geography. But capital to capital, because Pretoria is actually known as the capital city of South Africa, even though a lot of people think it's the mother city, it's Cape Town, it's actually Pretoria. So, yeah, continue this journey as we find out more about PTA. Um, mm, enjoy. Good, hello, and we're back. Yes, this is still episode 5 of From the Cape Flats podcast. And as you can see, I'm still in nature, still at the Silver Lakes Farm in Hotel in Pretoria, Gauteng, the 011. And yesterday, as you saw earlier on the podcast, I was on the bridge and I was just talking about day 1 and what a cool day it was. Just to wrap up how day 1 was here, it was really nice. We did some work. In the early morning after breakfast, we went to Centurion. We met with a cool party there, and it was really nice. We got a nice tour of the space. Hopefully, I'll add some photos of that. It was a good time. Um, Met some new people, and then we went for lunch, and it was amazing. So nice. Supper was also very yummy, very, very cool spot, Mustang Sally's. And I think that's the one thing about Gauteng that really does feel like it's outside of South Africa. The food is really different here. I really enjoyed it. I had a cherry pie milkshake. Oh my word, it was really good. Still sipping my coffee, of course. Mm. And I think the people are really friendly in Gauteng. I think it's really what you make of a place. And Spurs, as you can see, I'm in a J, so it's super, super hot in Gauteng. That's another thing that's quite unique from Cape Town. The weather is hotter this side. The weather is a bit dry. It's a higher altitude, I believe. No ocean. We're so blessed to be living in Cape Town because there is an ocean. Crazy, crazy thing about Gauteng is these wild animals, obviously, where we're living. And last night, actually, because this is our second day here in Gauteng. Last night, I went outside, stepped outside to get some fresh air. Oh my word! And I just saw two springboks running past. Just saw their eyes because it was dark. It was so scary, but it was also so cool at the same time to be living so close to wildlife with animals. I mean, in the Western Cape, in Cape Town, we do have. I just feel like in Gauteng, there's bigger ground, or land rather. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But yeah, so I'm currently sitting on the stairs, really feeling cool under here, and this nice thatch hut looking um roof. And yeah, what inspired me about this trip thus far has been the people. One, definitely unique, different cultures here. So it's not just like in Cape Town. The majority is obviously English speaking, Afrikaans speaking, and then is it Xhosa. Um, and then here in Gauteng, because I lived here for 2 years when I lived in Joburg, studying film, I learned so many new languages, Zulu, Setswana, so many new vernacs, and that's the one thing I love about Gauteng, and I think that's why it feels like it's outside of South Africa because there's so much more diversity. So I really love that. I made some friends here, of course, in the on the resort. It's just been really cool, just away from home in nature, working remotely. Yes, but still, of course, doing what we love, which is really cool. So yeah, stay tuned. I didn't say I can't sing.
How else you want to chase the pigs away?
I saw the pigs in the video.
Oh, they liked it.
I don't know if I liked it because those pigs are a bit scary.
They everywhere.
They frightened us the first day one. Welcome back, everyone. I found my friend. I told him I was gonna talk to my friend. um, so I told the people that we are in Gauteng. It was a random trip. So I'm gonna ask you some things about Gauteng,
Oh gosh, I know nothing.
capital to capital. So the inspiration of the episode name actually came from Adrian. So we're gonna speak about capital. I didn't say you must say hello to the people. You started by talking about pigs. How are you feeling? And what inspired you today or this past few days on this very impromptu work journey?
Hello, everybody. I hope you guys are good. Thank you for tuning in. It's hot. It is hot. Gosh, my inspiration this whole week has really been seeing nature. That's all.
Okay.
I think being outside of the normal space
Mm.
always inspires me. So that's been good.
Yeah, I think that I also said that. Like that's
Oh, wow,
nice.
please.
And people, just different
Yeah.
types of people. I think you always meet different characters everywhere you go. Um, but yeah, I think nature's amazing. Yo, it's beautiful. It's peaceful. Even though there's random animals that chase you around. I think that's been
The
the
bookies
highlight.
never. Did you tell
Yeah.
me what happened last night?
I don't know.
You must tell them about the
Yeah.
bookies.
I think I did. I said I wanted to take some fresh air. I wanted to go outside. And two random springboks just ran. Crazy. But anyway,
Back to Pretoria.
talking about springboks, I'm sad now.
No. It's not Kogi.
Sorry.
No.
Okay, we're not gonna go there. But
No.
anyway, first a quick quiz, but we didn't do a timer. Can you phone do a timer? 25 seconds. This part of the podcast is
There's no
called
timer. Clock.
rapid fire. It's a fun quiz. So I usually ask the people, 5 questions in 25 seconds. That's like relatable to you, but you only have one choice.
Now, what is relatable to me? You're gonna make it up on the spot.
I
'cause you
think
haven't
I
got a
already
phone.
I spoke about it already. It's the first episode I'm not reading, yeah. Okay, it's very impromptu. Let's go. Starting now.
Wait, oh, it's started.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Obviously. Yellow or white?
I can't choose.
You have to.
No, I
Quickly.
can't.
You have 14 seconds left.
Okay, yellow.
Clearly. What was the other one?
Go on,
Carrot
ask me.
cake or cheesecake?
Carrot.
Really?
Yesterday's cheesecake. though.
Oh, the time! I still have 2 questions.
No, I must say, I have another 25 seconds.
Singing or rapping now,
Singing.
obviously. And then last but not least, burgers or pizza?
Pizza.
Okay, but last night's burgers was yummy.
Oh, that was nice, yeah.
At Mustang Sales. There's a song. You remember?
No, I'm not going to sing it.
Okay, thank you for indulging us.
I think I should have made my answer tea instead of coffee. No, I don't know.
Because coffee, we're not drinking coffee right now. I was drinking coffee on the bridge and on the stairs, but we drank too much coffee.
Today.
In life, this thing needs to be like zoomed out already. There we go. But I want a new bag, but I can't. Cool. Yeah, just like say hello again, introduce yourself, share your full name. You don't have to share your age. And what do you love about the Cape Flats? Even though we're not in the Cape Flats, on the Cape Flats right now.
Okay, I'm Adrian Fredericks. I don't think they need my second name, no? No, they don't. Yeah. What was the second question?
What do you like or enjoy about the Cape
Oh,
Flats?
okay.
Where did you grow
I-
up, sorry? Where did you grow up?
Shoot, different places. It was between Bala, East River, Belleville,
No, mad.
like everywhere. Yeah, we lived everywhere. I think the one thing that I love most about the Cape Flats is that everyone is like family. And I like that. I like the fact that you can go next door and everyone is your auntie, everyone's your uncle. It's not Mrs. So and so. It's yeah. So I love the fact that everyone's family.
I think that's the one thing that has been a commentary about like the Cape Flats. I did say early on that it feels like Gauteng is outside of South Africa. Not that I have been outside of South Africa, but yeah, it just doesn't feel like South Africa because it's so much bigger, so much more diverse. It just doesn't feel like Cape Town. So
There's no mountains.
there's no mountains, real mountains and a real ocean. I forgot the question.
Sorry, there's a mountain.
Oh yeah. Does Cape Town feel like the capital city of South Africa? Or does Gauteng feel like the capital
So, but
city?
you can't.
Not Gauteng, but like Pretoria. We are currently in Pretoria, and apparently, according to Google and the map and stuff, Pretoria is the mother city, but we all know it's Cape Town. So does it? What is it? Yeah.
No, so South Africa has 3 capitals. Firstly, yes. I can't remember in which, but I know it's Cape Town, Bloem, and Pretoria, Johannesburg, whichever one of the two. I always get the 2 wrong. Yeah. But there's the judicial, there's the I can't remember all the stuff, but I know that Bloem is the judicial.
What does that mean? Politics.
That stuff, man. Like serious things, Like
I don't think I've been to Bloemfontein.
no. I don't know if I have either. Is it Bloem or is it Kimberley now? No, it's Bloem.
Kimberley's with the big hole is.
No, it's Bloem. So Bloem. But Pretoria does not, for me, it doesn't feel like the capital. I think it's so weird that South Africa, well, it matches to who we are because we are a diverse nation. So, I mean, trying to limit us or narrow us down to one capital goes against everything that we are because we don't have everything only happening in one space. I think as you move through the country, you find different aspects that makes the country unique. And so in its own way, you could actually say that there's a capital in each province.
That's interesting because you can't really choose, man. You know, there's a reason why each province is unique and has its own like trademarks or those type of things, landmarks or whatever the case may be. I think all the capital cities must be where the wonder of the world is.
Based on that.
Yeah.
And then there's only 7. Then there's only 7 countries that could feature.
If there must be
I wonder everywhere.
or something at least.
What makes you unique?
Something that yes. But that yeah, that's interesting. For me, Cape Town feels like the capital city because of where it's like positioned, and a lot of tourists come there. I think
Yeah.
Cape Town is probably the biggest tourist amount of people. I don't know what the right words are there, but like not tourist attractions, but people coming there too.
The largest amount of
The,
tourists.
in Cape Town specifically. Um, 5 things you love about Cape Town.
The ocean, the mountains. I love the old buildings. People. What was it on now? Mountains, ocean. That was 4. Food.
Oh yes,
Food.
food is a big part of culture.
Yes.
Do you feel like, and especially Cape culture, do you feel like, um, what you wear is part of your culture, or do you feel like food plays a bigger role?
I don't think what you wear has a lot to do with your culture, because if I had to, yeah, I don't think I dress according to my culture, because that's what you're basically saying, right? Or asking. Definitely food. I think food plays a much bigger role, or it represents culture way better than what clothing does. So I can wear um, a Zulu attire and not be a Zulu. Would cannot speak. I might not understand even what I'm wearing, but food. Like if you talk about a Gatsby, everyone knows what well, not everyone. Hopefully, all you guys know what a Gatsby is. But I mean, we resonate. We understand what a Gatsby is. So
I also believe food plays a bigger role because it just makes up who you are and what like specific. I wouldn't say types of products gets grown in your region or space. It's just that what's more accessible. Maybe it could be like what's more accessible. Um, yeah, but food definitely plays a huge part of culture, I believe. Um, and it's like everywhere in the world, everywhere you go, yes, you need to wear clothes, obviously, but like everywhere in the world,
hopefully,
yeah, hopefully, everywhere in the world you go, there's different types of food, man, and it's just gonna taste different. So that's interesting. What else do you think um classifies or yeah as culture,
sure.
especially in Cape Town? Besides the food, like how do you know you Cape Townian?
I think it's the. Oh, you can't say the way you speak, because if sure,
Accents.
accents, yeah, could be. Um, I think what makes Cape Townians unique is the way we can tell a story, or South Africans unique is the way we can tell a story, like as if we were there, man. I think that's what makes us that plays a huge part in our culture. If you can't tell a story, I doubt that you're South African.
Interesting. So this is obviously this is not gonna be too long of an episode. I just want to ask like what's I'm gonna say 5 things because also I don't know how often you come to Gauteng. So what's like 3 things you like about Pretoria? Let's narrow it down. Um, I don't know if we haven't really spent a lot of time like doing many things in Pretoria. At least I don't know if you have, but just yeah.
Sure. I spent not in my adult days, no, when I was probably like very very young. I know we came to Pretoria, but my aunt was living here at the time. So I can't speak much about what I love about Pretoria, but I do know. So far, I've loved seeing. I think in general, I love seeing new things, and so I've enjoyed being at this space because it feels different. It feels like I'm in some African country experiencing, nature and things walking past me, animals just randomly walking. So for me, that's what I've loved so far. But I can't say that that happens everywhere else in Pretoria. So um, yeah, I don't think I would have a top 3.
No, it's hard, no?
Sure.
It's hard. It is hard. I also don't know. Um,
Clouds. It's very the
the
clouds.
clouds are
Ah,
different in the
the clouds are
formation, no?
very different here, and there's clouds all the time. Like okay, there's no clouds today, from what I can see. But
And heavy thunder in Gauteng. I don't know if that's something I like or I think I got used to it.
you probably did.
Because like being in Gauteng for 2 years between Pretoria and Joburg, the thunder was crazy. Yo, yo. So I got used to that. Okay, that's fine, Faye. I think for me it's also like the space. I think the land is a bit bigger. I'm not sure. Um, about Pretoria, which is quite cool because I think like that's just cool, man. It just means that there's so much possibilities with that open space.
But then again, if you look at the actual map, Gauteng's land is not bigger than any of the other provinces.
It's actually quite tiny, you know?
It's quite small if you compare it to, like, the Northern Cape is the largest. It's got the largest spaces of land open, and they've actually got spaces of land that's completely open, where there's nothing happening. Um, Whereas if you're looking at Western Cape and Gauteng, for example, we can see there's a lot of development happening on our open pieces of land. So even if it's not happening right now, there are talks about new developments and so forth. So yeah.
Mm. Interesting. I think maybe just more exploring must be done.
Mm.
So that's like the
We need longer time.
longer time to see like what's out there, because only been to certain part of like South Africa, some parts of Africa, this amount. But I think it would be interesting just to see what else is out there, what else has been created. Um, why do you like traveling?
I love learning. I love experiencing, and I learn through conversations. I learn through experience. Don't give me a textbook. I'm not going to learn easily that way. So I think for me, traveling is always about learning about the people, understanding who the people are, understanding why they are a certain way. Um, I think traveling is just fun. For me, learning in that way is just something very unique. Yeah, new. Yeah, I think it's about new things. New.
New. Bye. Hi. They're going home now. The people that's here, like 50 people needs to work on this place at one time.
Oh, 5 guests.
For 5 days. By the way, we're not supposed to be here. This is like a cool wedding venue and everything, but we here. But we're not supposed to be here. Like we just like the only guests here because they kind of closed. Um, but that's crazy. Yeah, I think I also enjoy that about traveling. It teaches you a lot of things. You underestimate how much traveling can teach you. So go out and travel and explore. And learn as much as you can. Indulge in what is there in terms of like engage with the people, culture in that space. And you learn things I think about yourself as well when you travel.
Yeah, we definitely
About
do.
what you're able to do and can handle, and yeah, just being in a different space environment altogether. Keeps you on your feet, man. So I think here's to more travels. Thank you. I think that's all. I don't have anything else to say. But to say like just if you can experience travel, experience different parts of your space, maybe your country first before like traveling. I'm not saying don't go out of your country. If you get the opportunity, go for it. But try and keep it local first, you know. Your own Jerusalem. Yeah. Know your home. Any last words about like traveling or just about the capital?
I think for traveling, I always say this: like, if you're young, and young is anything like younger than 40, yeah, go. If you get the opportunity, go. Don't think twice. You never know what you're gonna learn. You never know what you're gonna experience, and you build friendships, you build relationships with people, as you go. So I think don't be afraid. I think that's one of the biggest things with our colored people is that we are afraid to go outside of what we know. Um, so a challenge to yourself if you're looking towards the new year. I know we're getting closer towards the end of the year. Um, Traveling is not just for certain people. It's not only for the elite. It's for anyone. And
We drove. We didn't even fly this time.
exactly.
So
So I mean, if you've never been to Camps Bay Beach, go to Camps Bay. If you've never been to Table Mountain, go to Table Mountain. It doesn't have to be these big leaps. I think whet your appetite by going to these other places that you've never been to before. And so when you do eventually travel outside of the country, outside of the province or the city, your mind is already, because it opens up your mind. Traveling really opens up your mind. So it's not about, oh, I've only been to Cape Town. No, it's about, oh, I've actually been to Silver Mine hiking trail or whatever. I've been there. I've never been there before. So, let me go. It's about exploring new, because your mind is then, your understanding is broadened. Your mind is opened. So my encouragement always is travel.
and you learn. I think that's the key. Like you learn so much when you travel. Keep inspiring people and chat soon.
We hope that you were inspired today and continue to inspire. We'll chat soon. Bye. Thank you.